mainstream television. Ours it is.
Hey fam, welcome to the E-Centric show. We talk about everything that has to do with entertainment, talk about fashion updates, movie updates, music updates, lifestyle, celebrity, trending, just name it. We are here for you when it comes to that. And today I'm going to be taking you through all of, the trending things on social media that your favorite celebrities have been doing, from Fancy's G's to Red, to Blossom Chiku Jeku, to Empress, to Fraud, to Chike, to Didi, to Cassie, to all of these people, what they've been up to on social media. Basically, today I'm going to be taking you through all of them one after the other. We'll go on a quick break, and right after that, I'll get right into it. We'll be starting with Fancy's G's because I'm sure you're familiar with the story. This has been trending for a while now, and every single day that we wake up, new information keeps coming out. Now, what we know about all of this is the fact that they were supposed to get married end of 2021. Yeah, the wedding date was already set, the hashtag was already Fancy Alex, and we already, we had our fingers crossed, looking forward to it. And we're like, oh my goodness, they're going to give birth to really cute kids. But then, entering 2022. Fancy put up a post saying that she was done with the marriage, she's canceling it, and telling Alex to live in his truth because she just could not keep up with the pretense. Now, that particular statement, live in your truth, made a lot of people to troll Alex. The society came after him because already there's been rumors that Alex is, homosexual. So because of that, people really came for him, but Alex never responded to any of that. Now, a few months down the line, Fancy came up again and she was apologizing, saying she did not mean to insinuate that he's homosexual by saying live in your truth. And she does not want the people to, come for him and this and that and that and this. Now, just at the end of 2022, she came up with a post apologizing to Alex, his friends, his families, saying she didn't mean to cause him so much harm and she didn't mean to get the internet to be after him and that she's sorry about it and she can't live without him and she wants to come back to him. And now, immediately after she did that, Alex unfollowed her on Instagram, social media in general, and since then, they've not been speaking. Now, we're like, oh my God, okay, maybe Alex did the right thing because, hey, if you're going to, come for me publicly, you cannot apologize privately. You have to actually come and apologize to me publicly too. So we thought that was what was going on. And then more information came out because, she's now frustrated and bitter about all of that. And she has now released, or she said her family released chats of the both of them and what possibly could have caused them to break up. Now, let's go through this particular chat that she, released to us. Now, what she's saying that could have possibly caused the breakup is the fact that she was the one that was supposed to pay for the wedding and it was extravagant and she didn't want that. So she sent him a message on the 18th of August, 2021. And she said, hey, Alex, for the past 5 years, I thank you for the time we spent together. I wish I could tell you this on the phone, but you refuse to answer my phone for days now because you're upset about the fact that I won't agree to overspend on the wedding. I've always believed that the marriage is more important than the ceremony, which is why I've been pushing for a small, intimate wedding. I understand your industry and how looking good is important on the outside. For an example, seeing your priority to spend money on a doctorate degree just to look good while we have so many expenses and issues on ground, like where we're going to live and how we're going to afford this wedding, is something I can't comprehend. By the way, I canceled the hotel. I can't support you doing this. It doesn't make financial sense to me. I understand packaging is in your world and you have to make do with it. But at the end of the day, we have to find a home to live. So please don't think I don't want to spend anything. I've given some money towards it already. I'm just more focused on holding on to the money I have for after the wedding for us to get a home. She said all of these. I'm sure you could see it here on the screen. It's a whole lot. And in response, he said, Fancy, if Mrs. Toyin raised that message you sent to the group, you can forget about me for life. And she responded, it's been 3 to 4 days. You haven't called me. You haven't even had the decency to respond to my long message. Your only message is for me to delete the message. And she has been calling me. He responded by saying, Fancy, you dare threaten me by calling off the wedding. You even said you have told a few people. That's good to know. You want to tell your friends and family? No problem. Go ahead. But just know that don't call me. And if this quarrel touches the internet, it is over between us. You've been the one breaking up with me. The nerve of you to call off our wedding, no problem. This was what she revealed that caused it. And, you know, the moment we saw this, we were like, wait, isn't the man supposed to be the one to sponsor the wedding? I mean, even if they want to go half-half, if they want to go Dutch, yeah, you know, she would bring the money, he would bring the money. But apparently, with what is being revealed, Fancy is the one who has been the one spending. She has been the one bringing the money for every single thing from the beginning to the end. And you know the whole aspect of I'm a celebrity, I'm a big boy, I'm a prime bachelor in my prime, and I have to look good, and my wedding has to be flamboyant, you know, extravagant and all of that. And she said she didn't want to afford, she didn't want to spend on that. She wanted, you know, to be able to take care of a home afterwards. Now, I would expect that men would appreciate the fact that there's a woman who is thinking about, oh, where are we going to live after the marriage? Because most women actually just want to live for the wedding, the flashy thing. Oh, let the wedding be, you know, 5 million naira, let the wedding gown be this, that, designer. But not many women will actually think about, okay, after the wedding, what's next? But here is Fancy saying, instead of thinking about this wedding now, let's think about afterlife. But Alex did not want that. Now, that happened. And because we wanted more gist, Stella, a popular blogger, reached out to her in an interview, and she asked her, hey, what's going on? And Fancy apparently, you know, responded to that. And in her response to the question, which is, why did you break off your engagement, Fancy? She said, there are so many reasons I ended it. It's very personal. I don't want to embarrass him or myself for that. If I say why, people will say, well, how obvious was that? And you ignored the red flags. We tried to reconcile. I asked for us to do it privately, get counseling. He disagreed. Even his family and friends said privately would be better, but he needed a grand gesture apology so he can have the grand wedding he wants again, not caring the issues that were still there. Everything is about social media for him, and somehow it's not looking like I want the attention. It's a whole lot. Like, you know, then Stella went ahead to ask her, okay, do you want the reconciliation? And she said, well, assuming she had broken up with him privately, maybe there would have been a chance at reconciliation. But right now, it's not looking like it. Now, what got people triggered was when Fancy actually made a statement and said, since 5 years of them dating, get this, guys, 5 good years, Alex never had sexual relations with Fancy. And when Stella asked her, dated 5 years and no intimacy, did you confirm if he was cheating? Because Fancy said this actually affected her self-esteem. Okay, I mean, I'm a pretty girl. I'm slim, I'm cute, I'm this, I'm that. And for 5 good years, you told me you don't want to touch me because you want to be, you know, celibate and be religious and keep to the Bible rules, but I'm seeing you with other people. And her response was, yes, that is embarrassingly true. When I met him, I didn't have much experience, so it was easy to convince me that his decision was because of religion. But as he would constantly cheat, and yes, I caught him, it should hurt me because there's no part of the religious belief he made our celibacy to be. Honestly, this whole thing has been complicated beyond words, so it's unhealthy for me to continue this relationship. I guess I needed this post. He begged me to put it up, and now I've seen his intention, you know, just for me to clean up his image. And she goes ahead to ask Fancy, okay, what's the last word you have for him? And she said, okay, you know what, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring this to you. I didn't mean to smear your image in public. I don't know what to say to you. It has been the most devastating thing I've ever been through. And I pray we both find healing and peace because it wasn't an easy journey. This story in its own, if we start discussing it today, I don't think we'll end the show anytime soon. So I'm just going to like give you a whole summary of it. So apparently, from everything that I've read to you, Alex didn't have any sexual intercourse with Fancy. You're seeing a beautiful, healthy, sexy looking girl, and you're telling her that, oh, I want to be celibate because I'm a church boy, a Jesus boy, so I can't touch you. And then she finds out that you're having sexual relations. And the way she even worded it, that yes, she caught him cheating, but he didn't perform. And that's like, I don't understand. How do you catch somebody cheating, but the person is not performing? So what exactly are you trying to say here? And what did you mean by living your truth? Did you mean living your truth as per cut your coat according to your size and do the wedding that your budgets would, reach? Or did you mean living your truth as per if you're going to be homosexual, come out and be homosexual with your full chest? Now, a lot of people have dropped their 2 cents as usual, that the freeze came with its own biblical reference saying fornication is not a sin, and so far you're engaged and you're betrothed, it is fine. And Ikechi Blessing, of course, came with her own 2 cents. Trust her. Let's have a look at the video.
Aramiri, wait to see. This thing I'm about to say now is not a shade to anybody, but I want to date you now. You not tell me, we will not do. What did you say to it? We will not do. People used to go and buy car.
It's a whole lot. It's a really, really, really messy story. But before I go more into it, let's go on a quick break, and I'll be right back with the rest of the gist. Turn it up! It's the Wild Wild West, and Western Spring Television is pulling out all the stops to make sure that you don't miss out on every of the fun and happenings around you. Yup, we've got you covered because your girl got all the juiciest tidbits and entertainment news from around the world. Cross over to the chocolatey side of entertainment. Join me, Chocolate Cassie, on E-Centric as we take you into every bit of the juiciest news, fashion, music, movie updates, and other trending conversations. Together on the show, we'll get personal with your favorite celebrities via phone call, Zoom, or even live here in the studio. E-Centric will be shown on your TV screen on Western Spring Television, channel 190, only on StarTimes.
Sports is a culture on its own. It has its own language, its own people, with their own way of life. The world of sports is never void of actions, stories, dramas, and scandals. I guess you need a sports show that can walk the walk and talk the talk.
On this show, we answer all your sporting questions. The whens, the whys, the wheres, and even the what ifs. Sports Spring is that show that will give you that new lease of life you've been looking for in sport journalism. Join me, Joseph Atewe,
And your sports Amazon, Nengi Ernest.
on this station, Western Spring Television, channel 190, only on StarTimes.
Let's talk sports. Let's speak the most universal language of the world.
According to the words of Michael Forbes, one who never asks questions either knows everything or nothing. Watch me as I ask the questions you think no one wants to answer. Even questions it appears no one has got the guts to ask. My name is Femi Adefila, and I've got the gut. Let's ask the pertinent questions and watch as we get answers.
Evelyn Ohiole,
Hi.
King Eve. How are you today?
I'm good, I'm fine, I'm alive.
I really feel like she's not giving the right answer to the question. When one asks you, how are you? And you said, you're saying, I'm alive. It's very annoying, seriously. How are you? I'm fine. I feel I'm fine will be the right answer instead of I'm alive.
Now, speaking about other marriages that seem to have crashed, and it's seeming like it just might be because of the whole homosexual thing. Now, you remember, Blossom Chikucheku, who was actually married to Red and who just recently got married again. Red actually came out on social media and she said, if the presidency of Nigeria can't find it necessary to legalize being gay so that these can live their lives normally, then there should be a gigantic penalty for the monsters who, knowing their sexuality, still go ahead to marry or trap their opposite sex victims, refuse them their primary responsibility, heavily manipulate them, and shatter their mental health and self-worth. Traumatize them heavily, then divorce them only to run along to the next victim and act like they've done nothing wrong. It should be life imprisonment. And it's be these self-acclaimed Jesus babies doing this thing all the time. Now, this is clearly a shade at Blossom Chikucheku, her ex-husband, because he just recently got married for the second time. And it's clearly just stating that maybe because we never got to know why they broke up. So obviously the reason why they broke up is that he probably wasn't pleasuring her sexually. And yeah, they had to break up and he probably is homosexual at the end of the day. Now, another person's marriage that has broken up is Yomi Gold. He has recently come out to post that him and Mina have broken up and they've gone their separate ways. I don't understand what's going on because this guy was married to Victoria Ige 2021. Now, he got married to this babe, Mina, January 2022. April 2022, they welcomed a new bouncing baby and now they've broken up. What is going on with this man? We would never know. Now, let's talk about Empress Njama. You already know the backstory on these, the whole, blackmailing and all of that. Now, this dude who she's engaged to, or she said, it was a false one, has apparently leaked a nude of hers and it has gone viral. It's everywhere. I can't even begin to imagine what Empress is going through. I cannot begin to imagine. Now, this is what he said. He actually added a whole lot of blogs into a group and dropped a message for them. And he said, no need to delay as of today. The series of Empress Njama starts. She will be a porn star instead of Nollywood actress. For those that wasn't online when the season 1 episode started, you will start from the beginning till 365 days. And within the days, if you see the same video, remove yourself. Don't believe in the season because different videos will load every day from our team. And again, we love the challenge for the sex videos. We upload a link here to go and a link here. You can't even speak good English. A link here to go and watch. And once we are ready for it. Now, this is so painful, honestly speaking. Why would you go as far as trying to demolish somebody's character? This is a punishable crime. This is like a sexual offense. And Linda Ikechi actually had to go further to tag the Nigerian police. And she said, dear Nigerian police force, this man named George Wade added us and 100 plus other people to a WhatsApp group where he shared Empress Njama's nudes, including the ones he took when she wasn't looking. And he says he will continue to post each one throughout the day. Revenge porn is a crime in Nigeria. Please do your job at Benjamin Hundeyi. It is just terrible what she's going through. Now, some celebrities have come out to, show their support. And one of them is Tone Tolet. She said, dear Empress, I wish you strength. I wish you comfort. I wish you justice. This is your vulnerable time. Don't accept help from an enemy in disguise. Praying for you. Now, why all of this is happening and it's like a lot of relationships are not working. But Diddy, Puff Daddy, seems to be the king of making relationships work. And maybe that has to do with being a billionaire. We would never know. But I just know that for every of his relationships, whether it's his girlfriends, whether it's his friends with benefits, whether it's his baby mamas, every single one of them seem to be working. For New Year's Eve, he had a party in the yacht. And his recent baby mama, Dana Tran, was there with his baby, new baby. He was there with his friends with benefits. That's who he calls Shoddy Wop Young Miami. He was also there with his baby mama, and his kids and his mom too. How he does this, how he gets all of them to be in one place and live peacefully is what we don't know. But, we've heard that he treats them well. And of course, he has the money. He's a billionaire. So when there's money, there's peace, like they would say. Now, let's talk about Teni. Teni actually uploaded a video and, talked about her fat journey and all of that. Let's take a look at the video, first of all.
Me at 260 pounds, I dey chop anything I like, and I go realize say you only got one life, cause I open mechi. Me I know one die, see as a fresh and I fine, but my won't call me J. I know that boyfriends and I get friends, but won't call me J. And you know, I'm never going back there. But if you need a an inspiration. You're looking right here.
Look at me.
Fire.
That was the beautiful, inspirational video that Tani posted on her TikTok. Now, you would expect that a lot of people who are overweight or, you know, having an unhealthy lifestyle would be inspired by it. But no, one person in particular took an offense to this post. Tani did not even mention anybody. She didn't diss anybody. She was just, you know, praising herself that she went through this journey of being a fat lady to being healthy. Now, she looks even more beautiful and more ravishing. Now, you know, actress or influencer, I don't really know what she does, Mona Lisa Steven, took an offense to it, and she posted on her Instagram story saying, it's not in your place to tell people what to do with their bodies. Lose weight if it's affecting you, but don't assume I'm unhealthy because I am fat. Fat is not a problem. Fat stigma is. How did Tani say fat is the problem? I don't know. In her next post on the Instagram story, she said, for your celeb who is supported because you're fat and flourishing, but after you gain the fan base and lose weight, which is not a problem. Lose weight in peace. Don't be fat phobic now and say, I remember when I was fat. Fat's not a bad thing, but you gain sympathy and support from the fat community to get there. Be nice. Fat no be disease. Shut up already and lose your weight in peace. I didn't even know there was such a thing as fat community. Now, she went on to rant to say, stop putting fat people up for dragging. We just living and surviving like everyone. Lose weight, but stop the BS. I don't know about you, but I would have loved if I saw a fat thing in the Far From Home movie. Oh my God, I can't even continue with this rant. But she basically was just ranting and ranting and ranting and ranting. And Tani wasn't even referring to her. No other person got offended. Everybody, even me, I also want to like get fit and lose some weight. So why are you feeling distant at her because somebody is just sharing their weight loss journey? Makes no sense at all. Now, Tani actually responded to her and said, I ain't going back and forth with no dumb Mona Lisa. That ain't who Loje sang about. That one was a hot clap back. Now, let's talk about the African giants, the Odogo himself, Burna Boy. But before I talk about this particular post, let me take you to what caused it. Let's, you know, see the video where he insulted his fans.
Just to show you, say I still love you now. And if I not able life for you, if not be sharing vibes, if I for not the glass. I dare here with you now. After I don't talk, say I keep person for Cubana. After I don't talk, say my mama dance for Fela. After I don't, no wala. I still love you now. Why I dare here? So if you like, don't love me. Now God will punish.
It's such a toxic relationship that Burna Boy has with his fans, because even while he was saying God will punish you, people were saying, we're sorry, sing for us. Like, come on, he's insulting you. He delayed you for 9 good hours or 7 hours, and he kept you. You're supposed to come and apologize, no matter what, because you don't even know what caused it. But here he was insulting his fans. Now, after people dragged him like Tiger Jen, he came and posted on his Instagram story saying, I love you, Lagos, but I can't do this again. The organizational structure and infrastructure is not there for the complexities, of my audio and production needs. Let's be clear, I wasn't late, my band wasn't late. We pride ourselves on being highly professional, especially with our stagecraft. There were 3 options available to me. Wait for audio to be fixed and delay the show, 1. Come out at 11 p.m. as planned with no sound, 2. Or call breach of contract and pull the plug, 3. I know I can't go all over the world and neglect my own people, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. I'm gathering the troops to work on building world-class infrastructure in the Nigerian entertainment business, investors and stakeholders, blah, blah, blah. I apologize to my fans for how hectic it was. Thank you for staying and weathering the storm with me. That was his response. Now, you know, it's about time we start checking these celebrities, because you can't be treating us like trash. We made you who you are today. Now, let's talk about Bad Bunny too. Bad Bunny actually took somebody's phone, a fan's phone, and threw it into water. Take a look at the video first of all.
Wow, en serio.
these celebrities be acting up? Now, of course, the way they dragged Bonner, they also dragged him. So, and his response was, the person who comes to me to say hello, to tell me something, or just to meet me would always receive my attention and respect. Those who come to put a phone in my face, I will consider it for what it is, a lack of respect, and I will treat it otherwise. You know, that's a wrap on all the happenings with your favorite celebrities on the social media trend for today. And Bad Bunny happens to be the best streaming artist for 2022. This guy is extremely successful, so I don't feel like it's right for him to treat his fans like this. I mean, yes, I know you're supposed to collect permission, or, you know, come meet him and say, hey, can I take a picture, can I take a video? But she did this out of excitement. I mean, she loves you, you're cute and all. So taking the phone and throwing it into water, what if it was a new phone? What if, you know, it's a loved one that gave it to her and it holds some sentiments to it? It doesn't make any sense. Celebrities need to do better. They need to start getting sanctioned and being put in their place and in check. That's a wrap on it for the show on E-Centric today. Don't forget to follow us on our social media pages at Western Spring Television on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to follow me too on my social media pages. I still remind you of favorite snacks to listen to, Chocolate Cassie. See, I see you again. Do take care of yourself. And like I'd always say, don't forget to do what makes you happy, because you only live once.